Hey everybody, Dr. Sean here. I want to talk about an important biomarker. I'm very interested. I've followed this for years, and what it is your face. So I think if you followed your face and not cholesterol, just your face, it would help you make the right choices and live the kind of life that you should be living. A life where you become ultimately more healthy. You are optimizing your health. So in this video, I'm going to get in why you want to follow your face, how to follow your face, and how to apply strategies to help you be enlightened and understand what you got to do to improve your health. Your face really is a reflection, a proxy for how healthy you are. For 4 million years, probably most of those years, we would have had probably animal skins on that would have concealed our body. So probably the single most important thing that we would have to follow when we would encounter somebody to decide if they were healthy, and most importantly, do they possess the kind of information that could be helpful to me to be more healthy. Most people don't care about being healthy. Look around, morbid obesity. But in the past, it completely consumed our existence. Why? Because the healthier you were, the better you could survive, the more meat that you could catch, the better you were collecting at food, and the better you were at defending yourself. In short, the healthier you are, the better the quality of life you enjoyed. That really is the same today. I don't understand why 99.999% of the people have not figured that out. If you're somebody who's interested in optimizing your health, getting healthy, you probably have started to figure out the healthier you are, the more you're going to enjoy life. It really comes down to that. I have taken care of 52 billionaires, formerly in the past. Those people did not enjoy a really high quality of life as much as they should have, because their health oftentimes is even more compromised than you. Why? Because when you have that kind of life, you get used to having whatever car you wanted, whatever house you wanted, whatever yacht you wanted, whatever aircraft you wanted, and whatever food you wanted to eat. And so consequently, they have all those things and they have declining, deteriorated health, oftentimes faster than many average people. So I am terrified about ever getting any kind of wealth like that and that happening to me. So I warn people today who are ultra high net worth, have a lot of money, who are affluent, to be extremely careful about your acquisitions and particularly your desire for good things. Make sure you make informed choices. Just like you might decide to buy a high quality automobile or high quality house, you should be doing the same thing with your food, and almost no billionaire does that. So today, let's get into why you want to track your face. So first of all, for years, I noticed that sometimes my face was better looking to me than others. I couldn't really figure out what was going on. Everybody spends time looking at themselves in the mirror, at different times. But I began to figure out why my face changed. I had a sense that it was changing, even very quickly, from something like day to day, even from hour to hour. And what I started to realize was what I was doing during the day changed the appearance of my face. So if you can start doing that, paying attention to it, you're going to find that when you do things that are good for your health, it's going to have an impact on your face. Now, you may not have, I have an unusual ability to track little tiny details. I get consumed with it. Drives my wife crazy. But you can do this maybe with photographs. So here's what I suggest. Take a photograph before you start sprinting, and then take a photograph after you finished your sprinting workout. You could do it also with lifting weights. But my guess, remember, what's my favorite exercise? Sprinting, because nothing taxes you more. And it's that taxation that creates heat shock proteins, myokines, lactate, and increases testosterone and growth hormone and nitric oxide. That's why you want to do those kind of things, and it manifests in your appearance, in your face. Now, my body, I haven't picked up on that much of a change, but my face, literally in minutes, can change. Another interesting exercise or strategy that improves the appearance of my face, not only sometimes I've seen it actually get worse, but generally improves it, is a sauna. Going into a dry finish sauna will optimize, change the appearance of my face and make it look better. So take a picture of yourself before you go in the sauna, take a picture after you go in the sauna. Now I'm kind of curious about this. Some people's ability to change is more enhanced than in other people. And so if you don't detect that change, it may be that you just don't have the requisite ability yet to produce all those molecules that you need that actually influence your appearance. So be aware that you may have to invest in it. Listen, your health deteriorated over a substantial period of time, and it's going to take a substantial period of time to reverse it. So let's get into my images here. So first of all, this is one of my early expressions. This is me when I'm right there in that particular photograph. I'm about 26 years old, and I got I'm a skinny guy, but I had a lot of visceral fat because I ate a lot of fudge and Haagen-Dazs ice cream and rice and pasta and all the wrong food. So my face shows inflammation there. It only got worse in the second photograph where I'm 48 years of age. And so the truth is, in both of these photographs, I weigh less than I do in these other three. Now, this is kind of an interim photograph where it's kind of changing. Okay, so right about this point is when I started to adopt dietary strategies of eliminating first and foremostly processed foods and eating a low-carb, healthy diet of mostly whole foods. And so from here to here, I felt tremendously better. Now, here's something very interesting. I've never heard anybody else say this. I hope to God it never happens to me again. It was incredibly startling. It was so uneasy. You know how some people get a facial transplant because they get terrible trauma on their face and they have to get transplanted? Well, they need psychological trauma because when they look in the mirror, they don't see their face. They see somebody else's face, and it's very disruptive. That happened to me. It happened over for probably about 1 year and maybe 9 months, and it hasn't happened again. And what it was between this photograph and this photograph, right about there, I started to feel so unbelievably good because I'd eliminated this processed foods. I was sprinting, I was doing a sauna, I was doing cold showers, I was doing these strategies to optimize my health. And what happened was, it made me feel so good, like I was in my 20s again, 25 or so. But I would look in the mirror, run around in my medical practice, and I'd look in the mirror because we had these mirrors in front of sinks. I'm not sure why they have these mirrors in front of sinks in physicians' offices, doctors, examiners, but we did. And I'd look in the mirror, and I would see an old guy. I felt like a young guy. I felt like I was back in my 20s, and there's this old guy staring back at me. It was so destabilizing. Now, if that's happened to you, I'd like to hear about it because to the best of my knowledge, I'm the only human being that's happened to. But it definitely happened to me, and it was horrible. It was like looking at somebody, looking at your reflection and somebody else's face on you. It was way beyond cognitive dissonance. It was disruptive. So startling. I hated it. It was scary. It doesn't happen anymore. And I think one of the reasons is the shape of my face, okay? You hear the expression, get in shape. You know, what kind of shape are you in? It's usually to your body, but even more important, I think, than your body, it's just shape of your face. So look how my face, the shape of my face has changed from here to here to here to here, okay? There's a lot of photographs I have in there, big change, but you can see now I've got a leaner face, and this is my latest photograph from the last time I worked out probably about 3 days ago. I took that photograph, so my face has gotten more lean. It's not gaunt. Well, sometimes guys have skinny faces and they're gaunt. They still, when I do MRIs on the people, they're filled with visceral fat. So your face tells the story and corresponds to how much visceral fat you have. I can see that shape. So I can detect people that have a large amount of inflammation, usually coming from visceral fat. You can get inflammation from other things though, but generally, for the most part, it's accumulation of visceral fat secreting all of these inflammatory molecules like cytokines, adipokines, and other things we probably don't even yet know about, but make visceral fat very disease-causing, very inflammatory in your body. So here's the challenge. You know, if you're on LinkedIn or you got a profile at work, how old is your photograph? Me, I put on the most recent photographs. Why? Because I live and breathe biological optimization. So I am, by definition, in practice, improving my health and my appearance. So while the rest of everybody else likes to cling to their old photographs, I put out my most recent photographs. So if you want to be able to do that, and you want to improve the appearance of your face and also improve the appearance of your body and improve your performance by improving your health, then you got to keep following me, following my content, and help me with my mission to help out other people. So really, it's that simple. Start tracking your face, follow these things, and in my next video, I'm going to talk to you about the kind of things that you got to do to really optimize yourself. Now, if you're new to my channel and you haven't heard, and you're just getting this forwarded to you, you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Sean O'Mara, at DrSeanomara on Instagram and Twitter. And on my Instagram, top of my Instagram account, I have pinned at the top, one of my first postings are my strategies that I have figured out through my research for the National Science Foundation on how to optimize your health. So follow those strategies. Many people, email me and message me how they started doing that even years ago. Totally changed their life, totally changed their health, optimized themselves. So you can do that just by following those strategies. So start tracking your face. Let me challenge you. Start living a life where you can put your most recent photographs in. If you're putting your old ones in, that means you are falling apart. That should be your warning. You are accelerating your demise and diminishing your quality of life. My quality of life keeps improving, and I have photographs like this. You should be going to doctors and paying attention to doctors who are improving their appearance and their performance. So my definition of health is mathematically expressed by your appearance plus your performance. And you quantify your appearance by key biological indicators, tracking certain markers, photographically, visually, and you can quantify those and begin to evaluate them combined with your performance, which are key performance indicators. I got this technique and idea from watching. One thing that does get better in our country, while we keep getting more disease, corporations become better. Nobody can touch American corporations. And in large part, it's because we track key performance indicators, KPI, to improve. The C levels at the top, live and breathe KPI. And that's how you improve the bottom line. The overall health of a corporation is its revenue and its profitability. And it's, and it's improved by these KPI. Well, that's what you got to do to improve your health. Guess what? Not a single doctor, except for me, that I'm aware of, tracks your key biological indicators, your key performance indicators to optimize your health. What are they doing? Cholesterol, lipids, maybe some blood work. But honest to God, let me ask you, who has ever had their life changed with any of that? You need to follow things to really optimize your visceral fat. That's a great marker, but it's not just visceral fat. There's many others. I work with private individuals, clients who fly in from all over the world to meet with me in Minneapolis. And I share those other markers with them. But honestly, the internet's not ready for it. Everybody start falling off, but visceral fat is an important one that I do share about and get people started in. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a like, share it with other people, start watching your own facial photographs. You can do the same thing with your body photographs, because as your face improves, your body will improve. And if I'm going to appeal to a lot of women. Women were so attractive when they were teenagers. And if you don't like the look of your face, and you feel like you've become less attractive, it's not because you're older. It's because you have become less attractive, more unattractive, because of inflammation making your face less attractive. The shape of your face. You got a big puffy face, lots of redundant tissue, very inflamed looking face. You can lose that and go back to being attractive even in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So happy the lady or girl or man who figures this out, that they can improve their appearance. Appearance and faces are incredibly important, because you have to work in a world where you're around other people, and people form impressions based on your appearance, how much they should pay attention to you. Does this person look like they have information that's going to be beneficial to me? If you got this big, heavy-set face, does this guy look like he is somebody you're going to buy what he's laying down? No, that inflammation impedes your ability to be an effective influencer. So today, the social media, the internet, and any jobs you do, if you own a company, if you're a consultant, if you lead men and women, you lead employers, you've got to be an effective leader by being an effective influencer. You have to influence people that says, pay attention to what I say, do what I say. And that is much more easier if you look healthy and you look like you know how to live. That's what it is. It's a primal blueprint inside people, an imprinting that says, pay attention to people who look good, especially gray hair people, okay? There are a lot of 20-year-olds who look good out there, and they're ridiculous, telling you, you can look good with a six-pack eating pizza. Let's check them out when they're 59 and see if that pizza and beer still worked out for them. You can't. 4 million years, we didn't eat pizza, we didn't drink beer. I'm sorry, suck it up, Buttercup. You got to decide, do you want to have an optimized life where you enjoy the quality of your life, or do you want to eat tasty food and be out of control? Great, that's what you want. But don't complain when all your joints are getting replaced and all your joints ache and you have chronic disease filling your life and you eventually can't get off your couch to even walk to your door, much less to your car and get in and get out and then go to a restaurant and have lunch or dinner with your grandchildren or your children or your great-grandchildren because you're so filled with disease. Not gonna happen to me. At least I'm gonna live my life so it doesn't happen. All right, so I hope you like this video. I hope it's inspirational. Again, pass it on to other people. and continue to follow me here on in YouTube, and I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. All right, well, this is Dr. Sean out. We'll see you again on another optimizing video.